Margaret Court Arena. Give me some noise. You want to see our pro Fortnite players? Let's bring them out.
We have leading the way, we have Westy coming out, we have Luda just behind him who we're just talking about, Magma, Minkin, Mitch Robinson, Pillow, then we're followed by Musel with the camera, Harvey, Pre-Depression, Cypher, we have Rel, Repulse God, Serpent, Slayer, Sorrow. Sorrow played yesterday, he's going to set up today, see how he goes.
Yeah, so many big names, Sozman, Speedy and Spraz and Squeaks, Synced, Traps, Twiz, Volx, Zora, Hype, Radius, Worthy, Mal, Chances, Will, so many big names already.
So many big names. I saw in the tunnel there, Sam definitely looking focused, having a lot of World Cup experience in there.
Look, Lockie for me, that's a big name. Everyone's a big fan. Symmetrical.
We got more coming out now. We got the rest there. We see Jordan there as well. Obviously, one of the other X210, Saf as well. Benjyfishy, definitely one of the favorites today, keyed out by Esches. We have Ceiece there as well, coming down the tunnel. Elevate, these are some of the big international names, followed by Gooboz, Zexro. We see Fresh there, the winner from yesterday in the tunnel. We have Jiaomok, another one of our big international favorites. Back on screen, we have Replays, played yesterday, also playing again today in the pros.
But we are so lucky to be here, so lucky to have all of these players, and so lucky to know that at the end of 6 matches of Fortnite, someone is going home with $100,000 dues.
Seriously, we're going to crown some champions here. We crown a lot of tennis champions. $100,000, that's a good prize pool in any sport. That's massive. We had Jesse take it out last year. Life-changing amounts of money. What it did to his career could go back-to-back again today, but it is massive.
Ozzy, as we take a look at some of our solos players here, who are the ones you're looking for? What are the big names?
Definitely, they're out of the Japan contingency. I think Malfin's a definite favorite there. I'm looking for him as well. From China, I watched the qualifiers with Baller TW. H-King was incredibly dominant in that. We see Nhyrox came first in Duos World Cup. Kenny transitioned to solos. I think Benjyfishy is most people's pick. I think him and Epikwhale are definitely the 2 favorites coming into today. That NA and EU contingency is just stacked. There's Sam, came second at World Cup. Obviously have to mention him as well.
So let's go and take a look at our format, how we're going to work through the scoring system. We have 6 matches today. We're going to play them back to back to back. If you come first, if you get a victory royale, you get 10 points. If you get second to 5th, it's 7, 6th to 15th, it's 5, 16th to 25th, you get 3, and for every player you eliminate, you get 1 point. We tally up all of the scores across all 6 matches, and at the very end, the player with the most points on the board goes home $100,000 richer.
Yeah, speaking of the prize pool, we're going to check that out now. It's not a bad-looking prize pool, $400,000 in total.
These guys are able to actually drop away from major POIs and avoid engagements and really just go for those placement points.
Yep, Psalm played as his comfortable skin as well. Psalm, of course, 2nd place at the Fortnite World Cup, took home $1.8 million, but you heard the crowd react because Mr. Fresh Asian is on screen right now, the winner, back-to-back of the Charity Pro-Am, and a big fight's going to ensue. Minkin's going to get taken out, and Mr. Fresh Asian starts us off with a bang.
Wow, that was absolutely unbelievable. Only the 3rd elimination so far this game, and it goes to Mr. Fresh Asian. The crowd definitely loved that one. Let's just take a look to see if Mr. Fresh Asian can keep up the momentum
he
from
knows he's
yesterday.
on screen right now.
Look
He's
at
smiling
him.
on us.
Let's see if Mr. Fresh Asian, can we get an emote? Oh, we're off camera now. Oh,
big shout out to
later.
Mr. Fresh Asian. And here's the one big storyline with him is he's known to play so incredibly aggressive. And that's actually a theme of the Australian New Zealand region in general. They actually currently hold the global record for most eliminations and most points in the Cash Cups. I believe that's held by Volx with over 120 points in Cash Cups. So expect the Australian New Zealand players to play aggressively. And the question was, with this, so much at stake and with so much pressure, are they going to keep that aggression up? Well, Mr. Fresh Asian proving that correct right now.
Well, we see Zora here getting grenaded and actually having to rebuild. Gets down to 15 health. He's going to have to box up here and think quickly.
And this could be tragic for Legacy's Zora, top player in this tournament, undoubtedly. Puts himself in a pretty bad spot. And someone, that's Volx actually, his teammate, his peer in the Australian side, another top player that is hunting, recognizes that Zora is tagged up right now. So in my eyes, Volx needs to continue to play aggressive here. The storm is going to be closing in momentarily, so he has to go fast.
Yeah, and he's not going to have to give him a chance at all to get any more minis off. Volx takes Zora out with that shotgun shot, completely dominating. He's going to pick himself up a bunch more resources way more shields. He's looking very good going into the next zone.
Yep, big play.
And look at all of these builds. This is an absolute mess for these guys to try to navigate, but this is what they're here for. This is what they're used to. Tina does drop down aimbot. Unfortunately, doesn't have any mats left. He was out.
Is that myth?
Was that myth? Oh, no. No, that was Tim. Tim Tapman's
That was
here.
Tim Tapman.
Yeah,
Tim's
he's
representing.
here competing today.
How many fall damage self-eliminations or eliminated by falls are we going to see in this one?
It's already
so
two.
Far, yeah.
We should get a fall counter.
Yeah, fall counter. Can we get on screen, please? Crazy.
Unfortunate to go out like that. Tina does go down as well. A great fight from her. She is going to get those placement points, though we've got 21 players left in the lobby. CR Bell sitting on ultimate high ground. Benjyfishy is still alive?
Yeah, Benji just took out one, so that's going to give him 50 siphon, which he needed because he was low in health. Meanwhile, Symmetrical from CLG takes out Bob. Yes, there's a player named Bob, which is one of my favorite gamer tags so far. On board with Bell, who has ultimate high ground. So ultimate high ground means they're the highest person on the map, which is a great position to be in because you're just raining down fire on the enemy. Symmetrical playing with fire right now in the storm. Going to be healing up. But meanwhile, Nhyrox from Norway, our World Cup Duos champion, still alive in this one as well.
Yeah, he's going to take a second to utilize the minis. He's only got 2 left, so those are going to be it for him. And CR Bell able to take out another player. Does get hit, but he is going to be able to recover very nicely. Again, this is going to be it for him. These players are getting down to their final resources. Their shields, their mats are completely expended at this point.
Yep, Cypher picking up another elimination. Bell's going to tag one up. I've been very impressed by Eshes, the young Australian, who's picked up quite a few eliminations here so far and is still going. Cypher, speaking of which, is going to get taken out. Symmetrical now has ultimate high ground right above Eshes. Symmetrical from CLG in a great position to win this one. Ghost trapped. The controller player from Ghost Gaming still alive, full health, full shields. It's going to come down to the wire, Pookie.
Yeah, and what I can see here is Nhyrox, again, methodically just moving through everything. I'd be surprised if he doesn't actually end up taking this victory royale right now. He still has the 2 medkits. Is he going to be able to get one off? We are going to have to see back to Bell, who is putting down those traps and using those to hopefully bait Nhyrox, but unfortunately is going to take a ton of damage. Oh my goodness.
Trapped gets one. The controller player is representing, but look who it is. CLG, Symmetrical with high ground. He's going to connect for the RPG. And the young NA West player is going to do it. His dad must be proud. The first game victory royale goes to CLG, Symmetrical.
Symmetrical coming in with that first victory royale with 4 eliminations. How many more times between today and tomorrow are we going to see the final shot be the raining down RPG shot from high ground? That's 3.
Yeah, this is why you hold high ground, by the way. Take notes, aspiring Fortnite players.
We have Posk?
Yeah, Posk, yep, we got Posk here, trying to take this fight on low ground. Sinks above him, one of the OCE pros. He's got no shield and no meds, though, unfortunately. Only with a blue tack and Storm's on him. He needs to take a fight now. He can't get out of this without taking this fight. 28 health, he's taking 1 damage per second, trying to find his way into Posk. Looking a little bit dazed and confused right now. Doesn't know where he is, and with 20 seconds to go until he's going to go down, he needs to find him fast.
Time is ticking, and so is his health. He's not going to be able to make it into the next zone, like you said. He isn't, unfortunately, going to get the first shot off on his opponent. Posk ends up taking out Sync. Looks easy for him right there.
Yeah, Sync went down there, unfortunately. Bit of misposition there. We see Desire on the feed. Going to maybe hold someone fresh. One of the winner of yesterday. Crowd favors. You can hear them cheering right now on 13 health. Not in a good way, though, but he can win this one. No, he's got no materials at all. Going up against Squeaks, a fellow OCE player. A beautiful pre-fire there. Got the shot in right before Squeaks took in the right-hand peak. He had him so low. He had him on 30 health, and Squeaks with the disrespect. Mr. Fresh Asian. And he's getting booed from the crowd. They did not like that one. It is a competitive game mode, guys. You've got to get excited when you get your eliminations. You've got to get yourself excited. Posk and Desire, and again, Posk gets out of the frying pan into the fire. Desire has taken a fight with, I'm pretty sure, everyone we have watched so far this game.
Yeah, he's definitely asserting dominance here at the solo tournament today. It is, again, a more aggressive playstyle in this region than what we've seen in others, but he is out of mats as well. 500 of each is going to be gone very quickly.
Desire goes down. He got third party from Worthy. Worthy taking him out, pushing forward. This is one of the wild cards coming into today. If you don't follow the OCE region, Worthy's normally a player who plays on about 60 to 70 ping. Very big disadvantage. He comes from Western Australia, the servers being on the other coast. And let's see if today, on the same settings as everyone else, can he dominate? He's definitely one that I want to look out for. And based on that loadout, if he doesn't go wrong here, he's going to close out this game. 2 floppers, an epic pump, a burst rifle, and an SMG. This is pretty much my favorite loadout. The 6 nades as well. See if they come into play here on the edge of zone. You talked earlier about needing to close this fight out. He has to close it out fast, though. 25 seconds till that zone comes in, and we can't even see on the minimap how far away way it is.
Yeah, if he's on the fast side of this circle, making the rotations and using those floppers sooner than what he needs to
And they don't get zoned. So now all those players in the southwest have to rotate to this northern zone, and Squeaks gets to do his best to hold them out. Squeaks taking some shots on fellow OC player Gooboz. He's trying to get the nades out there as well. Let's see if he can. Poss using those trees for cover, which is a beautiful choice of movement. He doesn't even pay attention to above him, focusing too hard on the players outside of zone. Didn't know there was someone else in zone above him, and it's Ceiece trying to find his purchase on this game. One of the international favorites who didn't have a great first game. I believe he went into this one on 0 points. Let's see if he can come back those 6 rounds. There's plenty of time to do it. Symmetrical, the winner from last game, hasn't picked up any eliminations yet, but he's getting closer and closer to those crucial placement points. We have some materials placed. Symmetrical has been building a fortress here. 6,424 materials placed so far. We're seeing a lot of the names we expect up there as well. Symmetrical keeping himself nice and safe. And again, this south side is so congested, and the zone pulls northwest again. So every single time everyone gets pushed into the zone, it has gone as far away as it possibly can. Symmetrical having to run. He's got 31 builds, but he wants to save as many as he can.
And if you notice on the right-hand side there was a little bit of information. Symmetrical also has the most build damage as well, so he's putting in an absolute clinic, but he does get taken down to only 10 health. He is going to have the flopper. It's going to bring him up to 60, but he is going to have to think quickly here. Now, does he box up and try to play passively, or does he go for an elimination and hopefully get that 50 health and shield?
We can see this beautiful bird's eye view here of all these players scrambling to get to that zone. We see Benjyfishy go down, unfortunately, on the feed. Jinx on the backside as well. All these players on the backside looking a little bit bad. Ceiece on the high ground just tarping in those. Ceiece using that high ground. No one can see him. He's got full control right now. He's going to focus on this player on second height. Breso there is on second height. He wants to make sure he can hold that, put some suppression down. Doesn't have the rockets to drop, but he can do enough with that AR. He's only got 73 bullets though, and he keeps firing, gets knocked down. He's going to build back up and try and hold it. I don't know about this one. He's contesting height with only 12 builds. Breso chooses to go back down there. He knows like the advantage, and that's what costs him. He gets beamed in the back.
Unbelievable. He did make that split-second decision to go for high ground, but it did not pay off very well for him. Now we're down to 17 players. We have Ceiece here back on high ground. All of these players are going to be getting placement points at this point. Looter is unfortunately going to be taking some damage. Ceiece is controlling this high ground.
He is, and he's trying, like I say, he's focusing second height. Every time someone tries to go for it, to put any pressure on him, he takes them down. He only has 23 builds, though, needs to be careful. He's going to have to push down on one of these eliminations and get some mats, or he's going to have to give up high ground. Epikwhale back there, one of our favorites from today with Ceiece. We're seeing a pretty clean split. No, we have 3 NA players, 2 OC, 2 NA, 1 Europe, 2 OC. They're trying to close this one out. Ceiece on the high ground, Epikwhale down there as well. Nhyrox going down. Let's see how this one closes out. EU is out of this match. It's 2 NA versus 3 OC. Looter's down there. Ceiece trying to find his way in. He's run out of mats though. He's running really low. 4. The fall damage. He can't catch himself. Epikwhale, Crisis still is on. Crisis on 12 points now, trying to find the shots on Looter. He can't finish it off. He misses the shot point blank. Right now we have Looter pushing forward. He's trying to take him down. He's trying to find him if he can. He can't see him. Slayer's out in Storm. I think he must have meds. Looter needs to find a shot on this one. I don't know if Slayer has floppers. He can't see him. There he is rotating in. You have to think Looter closes it out. He closed out game 1 yesterday in the Trio Pro-Am, and he closes out game 2 in the solos, finishing on what looks like 19 points with 3 eliminations that game. We talked about LAN experience. Looter has 0 LAN experience until yesterday, and look how he comes out on top. We have him on the screen soon. That was amazing.
Look at that smile. I know he's trying to hide it and act all coy. Gives a fist pump to his partner to his right. But that's got to feel great. Like you said, 0 LAN experience for him. And that's why these games are so hard to predict.
Greatest minds in competitive Fortnite. It's Aussie Antics. It's great to have you in your major debut, my friend. You've been absolutely crushing it. And we saw Mr. Fresh Asian do exactly that, what you just pointed out. Consume some floppers in the store and retake high ground in game 3 of the Pro-Am yesterday. We'll see what Mr. Fresh Asian can do here. Currently on board with Renegade's Rel, who I know was a dark horse of yours. Another player I want to quickly talk about in the early game, since there's not a lot going on yet, is Looter. You, early in our discussions, we had this heated debate over breakfast around who's going to come out on top. You didn't have a lot of faith in Looter. He proved you wrong here in game number 2.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been vocal about this when it comes to my streams and on Twitter and stuff. Looter is a phenomenal player mechanically. I thought coming into today being a LAN, he didn't have that experience, hasn't played in a lot of stacked solos. I didn't think he was going to do too great, honestly. He is just blown up. He did not perform well during World Cup qualifiers. That was was, you know, just over half a year ago, and he's proven me wrong, and I'm happy to say he's proven me wrong. I want to see an OC guy come out on today, and I mean, Luda's looking great. Look at his drop, though. I mean, that could be coming into it. He's craggy cliffs with only one other player. That is a very good POI. You see those shield barrels there. He's going to get full shield without even looting or using any of his shield, so it could be the drop, but he is an insane player, so I give him full credit.
Late game, gonna get tagged up by Zora though.
Zora's been getting Storm Surge tags, so Zora's trying to go aggressive right now. That shotgun shot, see how you see the purple lightning bolt or pink lightning bolt coming out? He's taking 10 damage every second until he does enough damage to get above that threshold. I told you this game they're playing a lot more safe. That is the risk. If you play safe and you don't deal damage, you then have to deal with Storm Surge.
We mentioned how aggressive the Australian region is, but the X2 Twins are kind of the exception to that rule. They typically like to play passive and play for late game. That's why we saw Jesse below the threshold, ended up getting above that threshold with some good shots on Alice. Alice lived to see another day. Other players, TSM Zexro from Long Island, flew all the way over from Virginia, currently living in Virginia to be close to that.
Flew in yesterday and has played a trio Pro-Am and is now playing the solo. So we'll see how he plays out. Jesse getting shot hard here. He's rotating and he has the meds, he has the shields, has the material. So if he can survive here, he's looking good. Half-half zone pulls towards that southeast edge and he needs to get into it. And only 43 health.
Yep, tough situation. Muselk is hitting snipes from across the map here. He's not done yet. He is showing up in a big way here in game number 3. We'll see if he can continue to roll as he's now just letting him rip. Barely misses that one on Parpy.
You were talking about Zexo earlier, he goes down in the feed. Link taking down Twiz, OCE World Cup players taking down each other. See how they go. We see this bottom left side. See Zone starts pulling towards Nhyrox. He's used his competitive experience to go front side of Zone. Cypher taking down Sosman as well, a World Cup solo player. Storm Surge might come out again. These players need to do some serious damage quickly.
Yep, Jax just picked up one. Elevate going to get taken down as well. So another disappointing finish for Elevate. Jesse gets tagged from behind here. We currently see Muselk sitting in Storm, healing up as fast as he can. Needs to rotate as quick as he can. He's going to barely survive. Another flopper should be just fine. Meanwhile, Jesse really tagged up in a tough spot. The action is going to break down here, and look how far that rotation is to the circle from some of these players.
Jesse's got to try and get some damage in here. He needs to get forward. Airwax, I believe, is a player that's holding him out, but there's so many people here I can't tell. No, it's Sync. It's one of his fellow OC players holding him down. The RPG comes out and takes him out. H-King rotating front side of zone. And Muselk tarping on the high ground. You talked about high ground not being a huge advantage, but Muselk using it in a big way, making it to rotating zones in one of the most stacked solo zones we've seen. Ceiece taking down Will. Jax taking down Christ. We've got so many names going down now. Epikwhale, a player you were looking for, just goes down the feed as Muselk trying to find his way in. No! Goes down to Storm, unfortunately. Nhyrox going down 2 now.
And look at the kill feed at the top left of your screen right now. On board with Worthy. Worthy with high ground in a good spot, but getting tagged up. The circle's going to flank now. On aimbot gets a good shot in.
It's the flopper play I was talking about. He takes the high ground late with the floppers.
Yeah, exactly right. Now there's only 7 players left in this lobby. A lot of Australian players still left. Volx is one of them, raised by Kings. Volx trying to do his thing. 3 players in the Storm. Volx probably in the best position to win this game. We'll see if he can close it out. But it is going to be H-King with rockets from high ground.
H-King trying to close one eye. He's up there as well. The shot's coming out from behind. Someone taking high ground late off him. He has no materials. He's dropping down. Needs to find this elimination. To use the mini and Storm. He's taking a fair bit of Storm damage though. Volx is just in front of him, trying to find his way in. The shots come out. He can't even see who's doing it. It's Worthy. It's OC on OC. Worthy trying to finish it off on Volx. He's just in front of him. He can't get it. There's someone still alive, I believe, higher up. He is back in Storm. We haven't got eyes on who this is. It's Rory.
Japan's very own Rory. He's going to try and drop the floor underneath him. Currently going to be able to finally do it. Worthy versus Rory in a 1 versus 1. How epic is this? Australia versus Japan. Rory's going to get RPG'd, trying to survive with high ground. Has a great amount of mats to his name as well.
He's got 6 floppers too. He can take a fair bit of Storm if he has to. With those mats and that high ground, he can hold it. There's nothing Worthy can do to get him down, but Worthy has 7 materials, takes the shots though, lasers him as he falls down. The shots come out. He needs to break this tarp right now. Rory has all the advantage on the high ground, but Worthy's not looking like he does. He's doing the best. He knocks him out again. Rory shoots and catches himself. These are 2 of the best players I've ever seen.
And you got to think Worthy is in a pretty tough situation here. Rory should be able to close this one out, but Worthy is going to put some damage on Rory, who keeps healing up, and there you have it. Rory comes out on top. What an epic 1 versus 1 fight to close that out. Congratulations to Japan's Rory.
He's got 15 points there. We know 10 is how many you get for the Victory Royale, so he has 10 points plus the 2 eliminations. So he went from 3 points in the first 2 to now 12 in the final. See how he goes with this one. Sorry, 13. So see how he closes this one out. That was an insane game. Japan coming out on top in a big way.
Taking some shots onto Som. And unfortunately, Worthy had an open wall. The RPG rocket came in, takes him down to only 100 health, and now he's going to have to fight for his life, but it isn't enough. He is taken out by Epikwhale. Epikwhale also gets an elimination on Bola as well at the exact same time. So that's 2 eliminations for Epikwhale in a very short period of time.
Epikwhale stepping up in a big way. Worthy there. It was like a truck coming through the front door of your house. He takes an RPG to the side.
Before he has to start moving again. Sync, you've got one more flopper. Come on, bud. This is ticket by 10. You got to get going.
He's doing that on purpose because when you have those floppers, you can heal almost instantly. You can sit in a storm and retake high ground. Exactly what Antics and I talked about earlier. Mr. Fresh Asian did it last game, but now he's so weak because he took so long to do it, Pookie, that it might be looking bleak for him.
Yeah, he had to hurry up.
Yeah.
Getting off that extra mini was definitely not worth the 80 damage in health he ended up taking. We've got Westy on high ground, tarping out, reinforcing with the cones, trying to get over to that mountain, be the first player there, catches himself on the build, turns around so that he can just start shooting at players that are coming into zone and preoccupied with each other. 7 points, but they want that 10. The RPGs are flying. Elevate only has 18 health, down to 65 shield, now 7. He is going to have to make something happen. Unfortunately, Hype takes him out. He isn't going to be able to follow up with anything on that. Hype going back in the storm to grab that RPG, swaps it out, and now is going to be going up against the legs of Westy.
Westy's gonna take out Benjyfishy. That's no easy task, and it all comes down to this. 3 players remain. It's Westy, it's Hype, and one other. I think it might be Saf. Yes, it is. Saf representing America, coming from California against the 2 Australians. He's gonna get a good shot in right-hand advantage. Saf does it. We have a 1 versus 1. Saf versus Westy. Look how many floppers Westy has. He just needs to play this slow, play the longevity, and try to heal up when needed. Hold high ground, and he could win this one.
He could definitely turn this into a heal-off for sure. Saf does not have any white heals in his inventory at all, only the minis at his disposal. You can see Saf trying to get better positioning. He is trying to go through, but he's taking a ton of damage. Is this going to be enough? No! Unfortunately for Saf, Westy stayed in the circle, was able to clutch that up. 5 eliminations, 18 points in total for Westy.
What a huge game from the Australian here. Westy versus Saf. And Westy plays it exactly how he said he should and how he needed to.
I love this rotate by Worthy and Volx right now. Volx rotating behind Worthy, using that cover as the zone comes through to stay on that edge. As much as they're right next to Storm, this is on the what's called the dead side of Storm. So right now, Storm is moving in very, very slowly. They're all of them. You can see all those arrows doing the exact same thing. They're rotating around the edge rather than running straight in. They eventually have to start going straight, but the more you can prolong that and stay on that dead side of zone where there's going to be less players is massive. So you'll see here Worthy rotating behind another player, choosing not to take this shot, showing how intelligent he is of a player, knowing if he takes this fight right now, he's going to get stuck like we saw Forbes earlier. He just wants to get in first. That's the priority. Trying to find their way through if they can. Papi's on the low ground getting shots out. Breso gets the sniper. No, he doesn't. Breso goes down. Our leader on 36 points. He's out of there. So is this Nhyrox's chance to make some more points or Luda? I can't see Nhyrox on the screen there. We must have missed him going down. Nhyrox has gone down from what I can tell. Luda is still in there. This might be his chance for OC to come back on top here by Luda taking the mantle from Breso. We'll have to see how this one plays out. Jack's in a commanding position on the high ground though.
Yeah, and Breso was fortunately able to get some placement points. I don't know exactly how many he got, but that has been his MO all day. Aimbot taking some shots, looking for something to connect, and he does, but he is going to be taking 10 damage a tick. He is in the storm. He builds his way up. He's going to be met by Jax if he keeps going.
Here he goes, Aimbot's trying to push forward now if he can. 26 points total, seeing what he can do. We've had that high ground dominance so far. He's now on the low ground, seeing if he can be a little bit scrappy, see if he can pick something up. He has Jamok below him, and Jamok, someone's taking shots at him. I don't know if it was Jamok. He has to rotate back out, but he can't. He gets stuck by Quid, one of the young mechanical gods of our region. He's pushing forward, 24 points total now. Pre taking down Rizard in the feed as well. Jamok taking shots on low ground, taking down Pre-Depression. We have 4 players alive now. This is closing out here. He gained top 5. Luda is still in this. Luda has gained top 5 placement points now as well. We might see a Bugha moment, someone coming out on top in their first ever LAN. Jax is on high ground now. He's going to try and find some angles if he can. Luda's trying to find his way back up on the top or stay down there safely.
But unfortunately is going to take a little bit of damage as he falls down. He doesn't have any materials left, so he is going to have to make a very quick play here.
He needs to try and go for this flopper and get back in if he can quickly. He saves it to use it at the very last minute. Make sure he gets the full 50 health. That extra tick goes off. He's getting stuck by some of these builds. Needs to find an angle through. He does. Jax on low ground, 59 health. Luda taking down Jamok. Luda has a chance to close this one out. We have Luda versus Quid If you follow the OCE region, you know how insane this fight's going to be. Jax as well. We have 3 of the most mechanically gifted players in our region making it to endgame and trying to see who comes out on top. Jax with the right-hand peek, and he finds it. He gets a solid shot onto Luda. Luda has to back up, but he has those 2 floppers. Jax had to go through all of his. Luda is conserved. What he has, even better, is using the floppers, trying to find his way, and the shot comes out again. He's so low. No, Jax fires back. He goes down. Quid comes out on top, but Luda with a phenomenal performance there. 28 points total for Quid. An insane finish and an all OCE top 3 there. We'll see if the leaderboard looks the same with Luda jumping up in front of Breso maybe.
What an absolute tear he ended up going on at the end. He knew where everybody was. He connected his shots. He didn't panic, but he played that last zone perfectly.
A couple of good results, getting a lot of elimination points as well. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Here we go, it's already up there. There you go, Luda sitting up on top. 37 total points up to the 5th match.
Wow, absolutely unbelievable coming out of him. Breso, though, very close behind with a 1-point differential, sitting at 36 points. Then we have Symmetrical right behind him at 32.
Obviously, World Cup was a phenomenal spectacle. We had Bugha run away with it early, and a lot of people pretty much just said it was his tournament from game 1. This is not the same case. Anyone can win this, and I'm getting so friggin' excited to see how this closes out.
We could not have written a better story here in match number 6 to close this out. As my friend Aussie Antics just said, it is up for grabs, that first place finish. Who will do it? Symmetrical, Worthy, Breso, so many top players in that top 5.
Right corner of the screen, if you can't see right now, Geese is directly above him. He's beneath Zora and Geese, some of the most dominant duos in the World Cup during that. Tina Ray's getting taken elimination right now. I can't see. Quid takes down Geese. No, he came back on top. Quid fought his way back out. He is doing so well. He's on 17 health. He has these floppers. He is playing out of his mind. Look at the upgrade he just got. A legendary burst rifle and an epic tag.
As Alec takes out Benjyfishy, we have Nhyrox still alive. We also have Breso, 2 of our top 5 current standings players.
Breso's on 43 points here. Like I said, we have the 2 storylines coming to head. Can Breso make it in his first LAN event on controller? 43 points here. Or can Nhyrox jump out of the shadow of the duos world champion and come out on top in solos? We have Zate here, someone we all expect to do very well today. We have some amazing players in this endgame.
If anyone's going to crush a dream, it's going to be Zate, who is honestly only 19 points, not in the top standings, but he can end the journey for Breso. But look where Breso is. RPG in his name. He did get that massive upgrade, and he has high ground, so in a pretty good position here. Breso wants to be in the fight, though. He's a controller player. He wants to take that to his advantage.
We see that on the right there. Breso's in the fight. We see Nhyrox in not the greatest position here. He's on ultimate low ground, has to traverse this mountain. The reason why that lobby cleared out so quickly is this is one of the worst zones I've seen, and it keeps pulling across, going up the mountain. Breso takes down Nhyrox. This might be it right now. He's running with the Jinx is in front of him. An OCE player I expect to do well today. Breso finding the angle around Jinx, trying to end his dreams right here. Breso might have this one through. Jinx comes out. Breso goes low. 62 health. He's got to get out of Storm now. He needs to rotate through. There's 3 players alive. He's on high ground on 47 health. He has chances above him.
This man has ice in his veins. Breso gets a third. It's a 1 versus 1. I think it's Zate. Breso versus Zate to close this one out. The Titan eliminated the other. It's actually Bola. Breso versus Bola.
They're actually their squad mates. Is Breso taking down Bola? Can he do this one here? Can it go squad mate against squad mate? Can Bola crush his dreams? If Breso wins this, you have to think he's going to win the entire tournament. He's reloading this rocket. He's pushing forward. Needs to find this angle. Does not connect. Bola still has some materials down there. He's getting the minis off. He has no health meds though. He's got 80 health, 42 shield. He's being dropped down. He's on top of Bola. The shots come out and Breso takes it. 52 points total. He gets the victory royale, and you have to assume he's the AO champion. We don't know yet though. Oh my gosh.
Breso, welcome to competitive Fortnite. We have potentially one of our first controller players to win a Fortnite major. Breso, with ice in his veins, eliminates all the Titans. He takes out Epikwhale, he takes out Nhyrox, and he takes out Bola for the victory royale. Congratulations to Breso on a phenomenal match 6 performance.
Oh my gosh, he performed so well there. I think we're going to throw this one to Ben to see the closeout analytics here and see how they go. That was incredible. Game 6, thank you so much for that. That was insane. We could throw it up to you, Ben.
That last play, you went on an absolute tear, taking out Nhyrox. How instrumental was that to you getting that final victory royale?
Obviously, was playing for endgame, played it smart, and then just got kills endgame for Storm Surge. About it.
I know, it's overwhelming right now, isn't it? Isn't it? Now, do you have some questions for our champion?
Absolutely. Look, mate, you've done it for our region. You're feeling good. My only question for you, sir, is what have you got to say to the controller haters out there?
Control on top.
All right, mate. A very big one for you. I'm going to give you this. I hope you're strong enough. Oh, my goodness. This weighs about a ton. Look at this. Very, very cool. 100K. And, of course, our trophy. Lift it up. Give it up for our AO Summer Smash champion. Above the head if you can get it. It's Breso! Oh man, this kid doing it for the Australian region, doing it for controller players as well. Absolutely incredible. $100,000 richer here at the AO Summer Smash featuring Fortnite. What an absolutely incredible opportunity for him. Oh man, I wish I won 100K. It's life-changing money. You can see just how much it means to him. The pressure was on, and in the end, he came through with the goods. Smiles all around here at Margaret Court Arena. What more could you want? We can see him lifting the trophy up here. I'm just going to say, this thing's about 20 kilos. So not only has been carrying all day long, he's carrying the trophy now. And what a great story this is. Life-changing for him, I'm sure. Big things to come in Fortnite for the man Breso.